What's up, boys? I hope you're having a great night, morning, day, whatever. Just hoping y'all are doing great. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to relax max. What? You're probably like, Zach, relaxing isn't gonna help me do anything. Like, what? Like, what is relaxing gonna help me do, and how is it gonna help all areas of my life? Well, first of all, you have to wait because I'm obviously gonna get into this video. Second of all, is going to help you in all areas of life because first of all, you're going to be more rational, more happy, and you're obviously going to make better decisions, right? You can't really think correctly if you're in fight or flight, and we're constantly in fight or flight because we are traumatized. 99% of us are traumatized. I was born, well, not born with trauma. I grew up and I had trauma. We all grow up with some form of trauma in some way, okay? And trauma is basically just an unprocessed emotion, right? We are told by society over and over and over again that we shouldn't cry, we shouldn't be mad, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. Don't cry, don't cry. You're being annoying. Like shut up. Literally, um I remember when I was younger, I was told to shut up, like quit crying, because whatever. I think that's like a universal thing. Like everybody just doesn't want to hear you cry. Everybody doesn't want to. It's very frowned upon to show emotions in the society if it's not happy or something positive like that. And basically, what I'm getting at is we have to heal that trauma. And one really, really good way to heal trauma is by relaxing, right? We are so tight, we are so tense. Imagine, like, literally take a look at your back. If you try to breathe in fully, you probably feel all that tightness, okay? That is not normal. The only reason you feel tight is because you're fucking traumatized, man. Why are we traumatized? Because of society. Society is just fucking us up. And after society is like messing us up, they expect us to go out there and like perform our best, but we can't perform our best because we are fucking in fight or flight all the time. Imagine back then, like back then, we have like this built-in mechanism. If you don't know what flight or flight is, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what flight or flight is. But if you aren't, and like you're a very young guy and you're still trying to learn, like you're still learning some stuff, basically imagine like back in our freaking great ancestors times where we had to fight like predators and stuff like that. It's either we would get anxious, and then basically when we get anxious we produce a lot of dopamine, right? It's going to help us focus, it's going to help us lock in. I noticed when um one time when I was at a track meet, or every time I was like at a track meet or something and I'm about to run the 400, I would get so fucking anxious. But every time I would get so anxious, I would run my best. I don't know. Maybe because like I get that extra dopamine. I read this book where it's called The Art of Impossible. Basically, it teaches you the formula on how to hit flow state and stuff like that. And it talks about how chasing your fear is very beneficial because like in the moment, like imagine me like in the moment, like I'm sitting there right on the bench. They have like those benches and stuff that you sit right before, and then you see the group ahead of you go before you, and then like you see their time and you're like, oh shit, I gotta beat that. And then like you're just getting anxious, you're in your head, you're like, what if I don't perform? If my coach is gonna be mad at me, I'm gonna let my team down and all that shit. And like you just build up this anxiety into you, and like that shit doesn't feel amazing. You feel weak as fuck. But when that gun goes off, when that pistol goes off, I was locked in. I was in tunnel vision. I was basically hunting. Like imagine back our great ancestors would have to hunt, some animals, right? Like we would like be focused, locked in, stuff like that. But that's just besides the point. That's just like a random fun fact right there. Basically, if you are trying to like build something and like try to hit flow more often, go do something scary, because after you do that scary thing, because I remember back then I used to want to go talk to girls, right? I used to be scared to talk to girls. But if you want to get better at talking to girls, you go up, you go talk to them. You're scared in the moment, you're anxious. I was anxious as fuck. I remember one time I actually that's funny, I asked for this girl's Instagram. She gave me her Instagram, and the thing was like she didn't even speak English. Like she speak Korean or something like that, because like I recently moved schools and stuff. I asked for her Instagram. I was like, how do you know what Instagram is? How do you know what I was saying? And she gave it to me. And I was trying to talk to her, like riz her up and stuff like that. And then she's over here speaking Korean or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Korean. And she put on her notes like a Korean song or like something in Korean. I was like, are we dead as right now? And I was like, maybe I should bring out the Google Translate to try again. I'm just playing. Well, no, that's a real story, but like I'm just playing about like doing that shit. I probably wouldn't do it unless she was like a 10 out of 10 baddie. But who are you really gonna find a 10 out of 10 baddie at like your local school? Maybe, maybe I don't know. Maybe you're lucky. I feel like there's a lot of 10 out of 10 baddies, but probably not at the school I was going to. But maybe I just haven't seen them. And plus, I would have probably been too scared to go talk to him anyways back then. Anyway, so I would go walk up to her, girls. I'll get anxious, and then afterwards, you get a little bit more dopamine in your system, right? You get extra dopamine that you can use to hit flow state later on. So if you're trying to lock in on something, get a lot more focus on something, go do something scary, you're gonna have a lot more confidence. You're gonna have a lot more energy, a lot more dopamine going in your brain, and then you're gonna use that dopamine to focus a lot more, hone in on your target. Really make progress in something like that. But that's not the point of this video, and I kind of did get sidetracked. I'm sorry. But relax maxing is will help you in all areas of your life because first of all, if we are in fight or flight, we're going to first of all be irrational. Okay, the next time you get angry, right, our emotions are kind of like a filter. Okay, if you had glasses on and they were like different colors, let's say red is anger, right, you put the glasses on, you start to see things that are going to make you even more angry. So the next time you get mad or like you have an emotion, like you feel sad or like angry or shy or anything like that, you're going to start to see a lot more things that are going to make you angry, shy, and anxious and stuff like that. You know why? Because our mind, okay, there's so much stuff that we process, or like there's so much stuff out here in the world, right? Our mind can't process all that stuff at once, so our brain filters out everything that we need in the moment, right? So if I was trying to manifest, that's why manifesting works, because I put all my energy into making money and stuff like that. That's how I made a lot of money from this. But the best way to manifest is by being relaxed, calm, and repeating the affirmations over and over again. The more you think about something, the more you can make progress on something. I just made a video about making progress and how like you can build a business, build the physique, get the girls or anything, like make a shit ton of progress within um days, within weeks. If you want to go check that video out, it's literally right before this video, or like, yeah, right before this video. It's literally just called progress, how to make progress, like a shit ton of progress really fast within days and weeks. That's just a sub promo right there. But but basically what I'm getting at is when you are calm, you're going to be making the better decisions. Okay, last week I went on vacation. Okay, I wasn't able to go and work on my YouTube. Well, I was able to, but I promised my friend that I wouldn't do it for him, because I told him that I was gonna go three months or maybe even more so I can lock in on my business and make some money. Because like, again, if you go check out the video before, making progress on something, I'm gonna make a shit ton of progress within days, weeks, and months instead of like years, right? A lot of people, it takes years and stuff like that. But if you focus, hone in on one thing, you can make a lot more progress than all these other people, right? Because you're not distracted by all this BS. But basically, what I did was over the break, I noticed that my back was really tight. Like, I trust me, I didn't even realize until relax maxing was like a thing, until like I literally just made it up. Like, it makes no sense. I don't know why most people aren't doing this, but I think a lot of people are doing it, but they don't know that they're doing it, right? Like, a lot of people who meditate, do yoga, go for walks, calm down, read a book, something like that, something relaxing, not overstimulating, like scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, or anything like that, right? So the best so what I was doing was like, I can't work on my business, I can't do that. So I was like, okay, let me focus on relaxing, because I think relaxing will help me get out of my head, first of all, because I know for a fact that if you relax one part of your body afterwards, like if I relax my stomach, and then after relaxing my stomach, like it helps me breathe a lot more, it helps me relax more. And basically, um if you breathe deeply over and over again, you're just overall improving your life. You're basically healing your past trauma, because we are so tight. We don't realize how tight we are until we try to like relax. Okay. And it's very hard for us to let go, because I kind of think like our ego gets in the way. But the thing is like we are kind of like the victims, right? We are in fight or flight like 24/7. So how are we going to make the best decisions if we are in fight or flight, right? Because when we are in fight or flight and we are traumatized and we have a lot of trauma, basically unprocessed emotions. I made a video about trauma and how to heal it back then. I think it's called Traumatize or something. But if you go back and I give you tips on how to heal your trauma, and one of them is like relaxing, meditating, breathing, journaling, writing a story, writing down your thoughts. If you think of something that in the past that's gonna like hurt you, or like if you have a memory or something and you are emotionally charged by it, like if it's like anger, sadness, or anything, you are traumatized right there. You need to heal that unprocessed emotion. I used to beach ball, I guess beach ball visualization, I guess, or like example. Basically, if you have a beach ball and you try to put it underwater, what happens? It pops right back up. So every time you try to suppress your emotions over and over again, you're stacking beach ball after beach ball, beach ball after beach ball. And basically, um, they're still there, right? It's still there. And they're trapped in there because like we're so tight, we're so like whatever. Just literally just relax, breathe fully, and try to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then by doing so, you're gonna relax way more. Okay. But basically, when we're in fight or flight, we're gonna be more prone to like eating junk food, eating food that we know is bad for us, but still we want it. We want that sugar. We want that porn. We want that what's it called? We want the drugs, we want the bad stuff, even though we know it's bad for us. Like we want to play video games, we want to doom scroll, we want to do all that stuff because we think we enjoy it, but in fact we don't enjoy it, right? I used to enjoy those things back then, but after I realized from this last week, because I've been locked in, like again with the last video making progress and stuff. If we have 10,000 thoughts a day and I have 9,000, and I was thinking about relaxing the whole time, and I made a shit ton of progress. I started with my stomach like during December, because like I meditated for like 3 or 4 years. I started my freshman year of high school because that's when I learned about it, and then I even freaking read a full book, I think like a monk and stuff like that. It really helps me like understand people and like not react, very observant, relax, stuff like that, and like I learned a lot from them. I low-key wish I grew up. Growing up as a monk. I wish I grew up as a monk because they know how it was. In the book, Think Like a Monk, they talk about how every time we react to something, like if we get angry or if something happens to us, our breath changes, right? If we are angry, our breath isn't the same as if we were calm, right? And that does make sense, right? Because like we're not in the same state of mind, we're in a different frequency, and the the lower the frequency, the more in the head your head you're gonna be. And like let's say you're at shame, right? You're at shame. I used to get shamed by like post nut clarity or something like that. Like I'm being dead honest to you. Like I'm not gonna front with you. I'm not gonna like filter whatever's going on because I genuinely want to help you, and that's why I'm telling you this straight up. But shame is like one of the worst states to be in. Okay, that's worse. You're in your head, you feel terrible, man. You just feel like shit. Okay, so don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, we all make mistakes, we all go through something, we all have challenges, and we all try to overcome them. Okay, the best thing to do is just relax. Okay, if you are trying to quit something like an addiction like porn, sugar, you're trying to fix your diet, you're trying to do this, you're trying to make the good happen, you're not going to help yourself if you keep on let's say you go one good day and then the next day you fail or like you mess up on your diet or something, and then like you stress about it, you're like overthinking about it, then you're just making yourself feel worse. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, like they're literally making themselves feel bad because they're telling themselves this own story. They're basically the victim in the scenario, like, oh, this always happens to me, or like, oh, I can't do that, or I can't whatever. Who the hell is I? There is no I. There's no good or bad. Okay? There's only you. There's only whatever we tell ourselves. Okay? And the thing is, you can't think rationally if you are like, I'm telling you, you won't be able to understand what I'm saying right now, like about there's no good or bad, you know, until you actually relax and let go of all the trauma. Okay, you only feel like the victim because you are tight as hell. Okay, I noticed, like, I'm gonna go back to the story about vacation and stuff like that. I noticed that my back was tight, and then after, like, I was like, I spent so much time trying to relax my back, relax my back, relax my back. I literally had to unknot myself. Like I had to roll my shoulders back forward, bring them forward, do this, like keep on bringing them forward, like stretch. Like now I can move my stuff without like actually like feeling as much pain. Like I still feel a little bit of tension, but that's just because like I need to like breathe a little bit more in those areas. But basically, I'm a lot more flexible. I'm a lot more, out of my head, and it's gonna help you think more rationally. It's gonna help you get more girls. It's gonna make you make better decisions when it comes to relationships, family, girls, family. Oh, I just said family again. Finances, bodybuilding. It's gonna help you build a 10 out of 10 physiques because you know why? Because you're actually gonna get good sleep because you're not stressing about sleep. You're not overthinking about sleep, and you're like, oh, because I used to stress about sleep a lot. I was like, oh shit, like how am I gonna build a really good business if I'm like freaking sleep deprived making these videos? I don't even think about it now. I don't even care. I don't even care if I'm sleep deprived making these videos. It's just like I don't even think about it. Like I just go with it and stuff like that. That's literally why I'm like, oh, it's not bad or good. It's not good or bad because like I don't care. It's the fact like you don't care. Like you don't even think about like some BS, right? And then you start to take things less personal too, because when you're relaxed, you see how things are actually are, and then this is why I'm talking. I say like a lot about ego and like you got to kill your ego because like there's a lot of like people think like there's an I. We are basically just the observer. We are basically uh observing the thoughts that go into our head. That's basically what we it are. But people think they are their thoughts, right? Like you can use that to your benefit, but a lot of people are using it to be the victim in the scenario and make other people feel bad for them. I'm telling you, you have the power, you have the control to manifest the life you want, to actually build the business you want, to build the relationships you want, to have anything you want. And it's all going to start by relaxing. All the greatest people in history learned how to relax. They learned how to focus their attention. They learned how to focus all their energy and focus onto one thing. And a lot of successful people out here who are making a lot of money are happy. Why why are they making more money? Because they're happy. They're not in their heads, they're not overthinking about anything. Literally, they're just making better decisions because they're happy. They don't desire the sugar, they don't desire the stuff, they don't desire anything. And that's what I figured out afterwards. Like after breathing and relaxing and focusing on my breath, relaxing my body, I relaxed my back, and then it went to my shoulder, to my forearm, to my biceps, forearm, hands. Literally, like when you think about your hands, like a lot of people have them curled up, right? Like when you lay down, they're like curled, but like you can actually relax them and like go all the way down. It's crazy. I didn't even know I could do that. So I'm telling you, man, like if you want to make some serious progress in something, okay, I in my last video I was talking about how like I only have two goals, which is business and relaxing, like trying to relax as much as possible because I can't work on my business 24/7. But this is gonna help me actually build my business. So it basically is just the business, okay? Because it's gonna help me make better decisions at everything, right? Not only that, I noticed when after I relaxed, I didn't want to say much. I don't want to really like talk to people now because I don't desire it. Like I can focus on my business. I'm mainly focused on my business. I don't worry about relationships, stuff like that. I talked in my other video because like everybody tries to build everything at once, and the only way you actually want to make really good progress really fast is by focusing all your attention on one thing, one certain goal. And I paid $400 for that. Like it's crazy. Okay. So I'm giving you this money, not this money, this information that I spent a lot of money on, and I could be like gatekeeping it and like stuff like that. But no, I'm just giving it out for free because I genuinely want to help you. Okay, and this is something I learned by using that format, by thinking about relaxing as much as I could when I wasn't working on my business. It actually made me desire less, like talking less. I was more focused on my business. I was more able to control my minds, control my thoughts, because I feel like a lot of us are reactors. We react to every little thing that happens to us. We are not the victim. There's no hero, there's no villain, there's nothing. We just are human. If we had no thoughts, we wouldn't be thinking about no BS. And the only way to like think less and like actually control our thoughts and mind is by relaxing. That's why people meditate. That's why a lot of rich people meditate, literally over and over and over again, in songs, lyrics, everything. They tell you over and over again how to build success. They tell you relax. They tell you meditate. They tell you focus. They tell you it takes days. it's not freaking overnight type deal. All the greatest people in the world are built. They are not freaking born. They're not born this way. The only limiting belief is yourself. It's you versus you. There's no you versus the world. Whatever your ego thinks is going on is not. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself. So, what I'm getting at is you need to relax. Relax. Okay? Recently, like I was saying, like it was like a few days ago, like I'm still doing it to this day because I genuinely want to make a shit ton of progress in building my business, stuff like that, and building, like, relaxing. Like, it feels amazing too. It feels amazing to relax, man. A lot of people don't know how to relax. They think freaking scrolling on social media is relaxing. That is not relaxing. That's actually overstimulating. You know what I do? I literally close my eyes. Like, if I want to listen to some music, I literally close my eyes and just deep breathe and just, like, let my imagination go. I enjoy the music. I enjoy my food. Literally during vacation, I was they were eating, but I didn't want to eat. So anytime they were eating or something, I would literally just sit down and meditate. My friend took pictures of me. I literally was meditating out in public. You got to be a little bit crazy about it. You got to be obsessed about it. That's the only way you're going to make progress about it, and then that's how you're going to see what I mean. Okay? If you want to make some very fast progress in something and you want to figure out your purpose, anything you want, how can you think about your purpose if you are worried? Hold on. Let me put it this way. How are you going to let's say you're hungry, right? What are you gonna be thinking about the whole time? You're probably gonna be thinking about food, right? So you can't really think about anything else if you're hungry and stuff like that. Well, for me, like that's just like an example, because like now I can just do it. I can just turn off hunger. Loki, hunger is a lie. Loki, if you just give it time. The key to hunger and, like, fasting for a long period of time. I even forgot to eat because I was like so focused on, like, relaxing my body and making progress in my business and relaxing my body so I can make better decisions. I didn't even desire to eat for like a good 8 hours because I was at work, right? I was at work. I wasn't even worried about anything. I was just worried about freaking relaxing my body, and I was stretching. I was literally stretching at work. I have no shame because, like, again, I have no ego. I'm not thinking about some BS. I'm thinking about what's gonna help me in the future, and this is where the key is to success. This is like a part of success, right? Or this is like a tool. Basically, the more you relax, the less traumatized you will be, and the more out of your head you will be. A lot of charismatic people are comfortable. Okay? The best way to be more charismatic is by being comfortable. How do you get comfortable? By relaxing where you are. Okay? Um, I had this thought, it's like, what's it called? Get comfortable everywhere you are. Kind of. It's kind of like get comfortable anywhere you are, or like kind of like get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But the thing is like being uncomfortable is actually going to make you more comfortable, right? If that makes sense. So if you can be comfortable with being discomfort, right? Because like you got to stretch your body, you got to like feel that tension out, you got to feel your bicep, your tricep, your forearm, your hands, your legs. It hurts. It hurt, but it felt so good after I freaking breathed into it, man. All that tension just dissolves. Feels so good. I was out of my head. I saw everything how it was. It was so beautiful, man. And I want you to experience that with me, okay? I want to see you at the top. So I'm gonna stop like ranting and like giving you why you should do it. This is basically why you should do it. But I'm gonna give you some tips on how you actually can do it and how you can literally start today and literally make this like a daily thing. It does not take, okay, by doing so, I realized that you can't really rely on 10 minutes a day of meditation. You can't rely on 20 minutes a day of meditation. Like, yes, that's going to help you. Yes, it's going to keep you whatever. But you need way more than that. You like try, like, the difference between someone who's making a shit ton of progress really fast, like someone who's going to take years to make progress, and then someone who's going to take like maybe like a week, months, maybe like a year. but like they're gonna make it way faster than someone who's gonna take like 8 years to like master something, right? If you put all your attention and all your focus on one thing, okay, tomorrow morning or like today, if you're watching it in the morning or something like that, go out and try to relax as much as you can. The way you're gonna relax is literally just breathe. Breathe as deeply as you can, okay? Literally show off your stomach. I feel like a lot of guys, a lot of people are scared to show off their stomach, because they're like, oh, like I'm fat, or like, oh, something like that. Bro, no one cares. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself. The thing is like, I would literally freaking puff out my stomach. Here, I'll unzip so I can give y'all an example. Literally, I'll puff out my stomach on purpose. I just rolled my shoulders back. I relax a little bit more. But basically, you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you kind of your body kind of like gets in a different position, and it does kind of hurt. Okay, what you want to do is kind of like stay in the hurt and then breathe in again. Okay. So let me give you an example. So if I was you, your stomach's probably tight right now or something. I don't know. I'll give you an example of something that like I would do um, right now. So I feel a little bit tension right here, like just like right like having this pose right here, and I feel a little bit tension. I just you kind of got to hold the position, right? And then if you can go a little bit deeper, go a little bit deeper, but kind of chase the little stinging feeling. Okay, the more you can chase that stinging feeling, kind of like when you stretch, right? If you stretch out your legs, you feel it a lot. But if you can sit with it, okay, literally go like this, and if you feel tightness, breathe into it. Like literally close your eyes and like visualize like all that air going into it. Like you gotta focus your energy. Like it takes a lot of focus and a lot of time. That's why I'm like you should start now and not do it later, because later on, like the more you're in this fight or flight mode, the worse decisions you're gonna be making. So might as well make the better decisions right now. Like do the thing that sucks now, so later on you're gonna be relaxed and you're gonna be chilling, right? But basically, I feel tightness right here, right now. And the thing is you have to do it more over and over and over again. I literally spent hours on this. I spent 8 hours on it a day, 3 or 4 days in a row. It's crazy. I was fucking obsessed about it. I did it for hours. And that's where you're gonna see the progress. Okay. You can't, if you think about it, I'm making way more progress than someone who's just doing like 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day. Because I used to do that 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day for days on end, but I wasn't seeing that much progress. Like, yeah, I would see progress here and there, but I'm not seeing as much progress as like I am right now, right? So I'm telling you right now, just go out, go try and relax, breathe deeply, breathe through your stomach. Do not care what anybody thinks, okay? We all have insecurities. I had insecurities. But the thing is, once you relax and whatever, you start to see that everyone else is insecure and everybody is, if they make fun of you, it's because they low key are insecure. You make them feel insecure about themselves, right? Anybody who's talking shit, anybody who's like mad, angry, anything like that, and like they take it out on you, is because they feel bad. That's the thing I learned. That's why I never take anything personally, is because I'm just like, oh, it's their ego telling them some bullshit. Like I feel bad for them. I literally feel bad for somebody who's in their head, like who's angry right now. Because like, oh shit, like I understand, like they feel like shit right now. They probably feel like crying, or like they probably like um basically it's kind of like they're kind of like a little kid, reacting to something. I'm now the observer. I see how it is. I'm neutral. There's no good or bad. It's just there. They're angry now. Okay? I'm not gonna let that bother me. If they're talking shit to me, okay. I don't care. If you hate me, you love me. Okay? I'm still me. The thing is like I'm not thinking about it, right? I'm putting all my attention onto myself, on like you kind of have to be selfish about it, right? Like just for a little bit, just to make progress with it, right? It's really good to be empathetic with people, be present with the moment. Is oh wait, this is also going to help you be present with people, so you're going to understand them more, you're going to be more empathetic, you're going to be more there with them, and then you can see their desire, and it's actually going to help you make more money, because you're going to understand their desire, you're going to understand like their need, and then you become that desire and that need, right? You create the kind of like you see the problem and then you're the solution. then that's how you can make money from that. That's how a lot of people, the more problems you solve, the more money you're gonna make in this lifetime. Okay, that's how I see it. You get really good at solving problems, you're gonna make a shit ton of money. Okay, man. So basically, just go out, try and relax. Anytime I get overstimulated or anything, or like I literally meditate in public, I close my eyes and just breathe. It's not a crime to close your eyes and just breathe. Okay, people might make fun of you, people might say shit, but at the end of the day, you're improving yourself, you're getting better, you're you know, making progress and actually going somewhere in life while they're over here talking shit to you. They're that fat guy Discord mod or some shit like that who isn't gonna do anything with their lives, right? So basically, go out there, go make progress, go relax as much as possible, and you will see the benefits within days. Okay. One tip I will give, like again, breathing. You're probably tight in your stomach if you haven't started meditating. If you have meditated, you might have way more progress, and I low key respect you for it. Low key, download the Meditato app. It's fire. It tracks your meditations. I do it every day, stuff like that. But basically, just breathe through your stomach. Focus on your stomach. Focus on relaxing one area at a time. Don't focus on relaxing the whole body at once. Okay. You got to focus on one area because it takes a lot of time, right? We have years and years of trauma. You're not going to get all of it done within one day. It took me like 2 to 3 days to like get my arms and hands, stuff like that. My back, it took me like 3 or maybe like 2 days max because like I put a lot of focus onto it. I told you I did like 8 hours and stuff like that, even in public, even when I was with like friends and family and stuff like that. I was trying to meditate as much as possible because I wasn't able to work on my business, right? And I really wanted to like improve on my business, and that's what I'm doing. So relaxing is gonna help me build it. So focus on one area, right? In my last video, I said progress, focus on one thing, have one goal, okay? Relaxing, and for me, it's relaxing in business, but focus on one area, okay? For you, it might be your chest, your back, just anywhere you feel tightness. Okay. Because like for me, it was like my stomach. I felt tight in my stomach, and then after I did that, it was like my lower back, and then like it was my back, my upper back, and then after your back, after my back, it was my shoulders, and then my shoulders to my arms, all the way to my arms. It took me like 2 3 days, and like I still have a little bit of tension, right? I still got progress to make, and Loki, I was kind of getting sad that I wasn't. I don't know. I kind of got like a little too obsessed about it. Like I was thinking about so much. Like it was fucking crazy. I'm talking about like you got to be obsessed with it to actually make progress. That's the only way you're gonna make a shit ton of progress in this lifetime, man. And it feels so good, bro. A lot of people, it's free. It's free, is going to help you, and it's going to improve all areas of your life. Why are you not making progress into this? Make it a mindful, like conscious effort into making progress into this every day, okay? Check out my last video. It's going to help you. These two videos are going to help you a lot. I'm talking about if you want to make millions, if you want to get the growth, anything. These two videos I just made about progress and relax maxing, this is going to be the best formula for you to build the success that you need. Find out where you want to go, find your purpose, find anything you want to do. Okay? Because like you're not consciously putting you're not consciously having to like force yourself. You don't have to use that much willpower if you literally don't feel like doing the bad things, right? Because like you have to use a lot of willpower. You're stressing yourself out. Like back then, I used to stress myself out about like not eating before bed because I wanted to maximize my sleep so I can have like mental clarity, so I can make these really good videos for you. Now I'm just working with like mental clarity, um, without overthinking it. Right? Like I don't even care. It's literally like 1 2 a.m. right now, and I'm still working. Like what? You got to be this obsessed about it. You got to think about this much. You got to sacrifice a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, you're making a shit ton of progress. All these other people are going to be left behind. And this is, I'm going to make another video where you can't, it literally says you can't save them all. You can't, don't even try to save everybody, okay? I know you want to. I know you're like, oh, I need to help as many people as I can. But if they don't want to be saved, don't save them. Trust me, I had to learn the hard way with my ex. We were together for like 4 years. I tried saving her. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to get her out that household, right? Basically, it was kind of like imagine like the princess in distress, like she's trapped by the dragon or something, and I'm like the knight or something, right? It's very seductive. Like it's very you know very something like that. But don't get stuck in that trap. That's why I'm like, kill your ego and then get rid of everything else and then focus on one thing. A lot of the great people are like, who make a lot of progress and like build success in this life, focus on one thing at a time. They don't focus on everything because we can't multitask. I know you think you can, but you can't. It's crazy. We can only have one thought at a time. Might as well make it something that you're making progress in, right? And the thing is, like, your breath is always with you. You're always with your breath. So it can bring you back to the present moment. It can bring you back to relaxing. Anytime you get angry, literally just breathe. Anytime you get anxious, like if you want to go talk to a girl, like the thing is, like, I realized that the more I breathe deeply, it actually helps me get more girls because like I'm not overthinking when it comes to like walking up to somebody. I literally was at work the other day and I was with one of my coworkers. We used to flirt a lot and like she used to be like one of my girls that like I would talk to and stuff like that. We had her like off and on and stuff like that. But basically, like we still flirt here and there, like we have fun with it. I know she likes me. I know she loves it every time, whatever. But like literally, I was just relaxing. I was like stretching, and she's like, Zach, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, I'm stretching. And then she was like, she complains a lot, but like I'm just like, I know you love it. Like I don't care. Like you see, like you actually pass a lot of these girls' tests, right? A lot of girls complain just to complain. They don't complain for context. The thing is, like when you notice that she's complaining about something, it's actually not exactly what she's complaining about something, right? She just feels shitty right now. She's just complaining to complain. She's seeing if you would react and like be in a bad mood. Like your girl will test you. If she's a good woman for you, she will test you over and over again until you overcome that. And I'm gonna help you overcome that literally by telling you how to relax, man. Okay? Anytime you get anxious, anytime you get stressed, anytime you feel tightness, literally just breathe in because breathe in as deeply as you can. Make it as much as possible, right? You can't have one good day and then the next day just be shitty, right? You got to be consistent with it. Be consistent with the deep breaths. The more deep breaths you take, like it's going to hurt at first, but the thing is breathe as much as you can in and then breathe as much as you can out because it's gonna like help you stretch. It's gonna help you put your body in positions that you never thought you would, and it's gonna hurt a little bit, but like where you like feel that hurt, right? You got to breathe in like, and that's where you make progress. And the thing is, like, you see how my shoulders literally rolled back. You kind of got to breathe that deep. You kind of got to breathe as deeply as you can, especially if you're a guy. Like I like to imagine like your balls, like if you breathe so deeply like your balls go up, you have to breathe that deep, right? Because like a lot of us are like hunched over and stuff like that. It's because we're tight. Our chest is tight. Our back is tight. It's stretching out. We're putting a lot of stuff on our back. But if we breathe deeply each breath we take and like we like unknot ourselves, like put them back down, put it back down, put it back down, put it back down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Get consistent with literally breathe all the way out. And just trust yourself. Like go with the flow, man. I was literally going like this breathing because like it helps stretch like my spine and like my upper back. It helps me. So literally lean into the like discomfort and then breathe through it. It's kind of like breathing into the tightness, right? You got to breathe a little bit more to get past it. And after you feel that tightness and you breathe in, you can go a little bit further. Go a little bit further, go a little bit further, deeper, deeper, deeper. Bam, you're fucking relaxed. Like it takes a lot of breaths. Like I'm talking like it's you're not gonna get it within like the first 10 minutes. You're not gonna get it within the first hour. Not even like maybe like 4 hours. But if you keep on doing consistently and consistently, it will prevail. All that tightness will dissolve. It's kind of like imagine like you're trying to discover like in a video game, right? You have a new map, like kind of like Fortnite or GTA or something like that. Every time you explore a new area of the map, you're like discovering it, right? That's basically kind of how it is. You put all your attention into one spot and you like dissolve all the attention. You start to feel all the freaking fabric of your shirt, man. We are numb. We are so numb and nobody notices it. We are so in our head because we are numb. We are in fight or flight. Our body is trying to protect us from all these bad things happening to us. These bad things. Nothing bad is happening to us. It's just our fucking ego and like anything like that. We like it's supposed to help us. It's our body, like you should be grateful for your body trying to like protect you from this stuff and stuff like that, but like you need to relax. Okay, by relaxing you're gonna make the better decisions. Okay, if y'all need any tips or any advice, I'm talking about try and put a lot of focus into this. If you are lost or anything like that, leave a comment down below. I can try and help you, but it does take a lot of time and it will build your attention span. And by building your attention span, you can make a lot more progress in your business or anything like that. It's going to help you in every scenario. And by increase, like you're going to stop desiring to be on your phone and all that stuff. Like we are distracted, like we are in a constant dopamine loop, but by doing this is actually going to help you stop desiring the phone. You're gonna stop desiring you know the girls that like are bad for you. You're gonna stop being so needy, stop being so desperate, and it's actually gonna make you more attractive. You're gonna stop desiring all that junk food, um staying up late at night. Is gonna help you get really good sleep. So overall is gonna help you 100% of your life in all areas. This is the one thing that will help you anywhere, at any time. Relaxing anytime is gonna help you, but trust yourself. Let go. Okay, let go. Let When you breathe in, let your body just like move how it needs to be. Okay, it's just moving back into place, and then it's gonna go back. To like hunched over, but just keep on breathing. The more you do it, the more you progress to make, the more you can get done. Okay. I think that's about it. You got to be a little crazy about it. You got to think about it like a lot. Again, 10,000 thoughts a day. We try to make as much of those thoughts about relaxing or like your number one goal. Go check out the last video so you understand what I'm talking about number one goal and stuff like that, so you can make a shit ton of progress in something. But keep that in mind, okay? Mm, Focus on one thing at a time. Breathe, focus, close your eyes, meditate in public. You become more confident, and I realize that your body is supposed to be stacked on one another. We're not I used to always look down at the floor, so like my neck would be tight, like my back would be tight and stuff like that. But now I'm more like, you know, lined up like a freaking I don't know, like a tower or something, right? This is where confidence comes from, and this is where power pose. Like I'm not in my head. I can talk to girls. I can do this. I can do that, and I make really good decisions that help build me. So go out there, go try it. Try it for like a week straight. Try and relax as much as you can, or if you want to do something. Um, and make a shit ton of progress and relaxing. Do some yoga, breath work while you're doing your yoga. One thing, literally, you can go as deep as you want, bro. It took one day to literally, well, not one day, but like I relaxed a lot. Okay, man, you can make a lot of progress within one day if you put all your attention on one thing. Okay, so go out there, go relax, go try it. If you need help, comment down below. Leave a like, share the video, share it with the bros so they know as well to relaxed so they can make better decisions in the future. Okay. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Stay tuned for the next video. Is going to be money scale, and I'm basically going to teach you how to not stress about money, because back then I used to worry about anytime I would pay with something with like a credit card, or like just go pay with anything, I used to have like the scarcity mindset and not the abundance mindset. And if you have the scarcity mindset, you're going to be anxious with money and stuff like that, and that's not really good. You're limiting yourself on how much money you're making, on how much stuff how much progress you're gonna make with money and stuff like that. And you can multiply your money. Literally have a money wall. All that money's real. It's $1 bills right now, but in the future they're gonna be hundreds. This is just a start. This I started this like selling candy and stuff like that. But if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned for the next video. I'm making it straight after filming this video, so go check it out. I love y'all. Or check it out tomorrow, because I'm gonna be posting it tomorrow. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, and be safe. Go go do something scary. Make progress in something. I love y'all. Go build up. Y'all can do anything. Oh wait, I'm also one last thing I forgot. I'm also making this course. It's called The Art of Seduction. It's basically just gonna help you um, in the art of seducing somebody. Let's say you want to get a girl or multiple girls at once. Is gonna help you from the very beginning on choosing the right person to seduce. Is basically like the psychology on how people work and stuff like that. So you can use that in your advantage. So you can um, you know seduce them, distract them. Basically, the seduction is basically a distraction or like influence, right? Everybody wants to be seduced. Everybody wants to be taken out of the normal world, right? They want to take out of the normal realm. That's why we watch entertainment. That's why we literally watch movies. It's seduction is everywhere. Everybody just doesn't know it. It's literally just influence, okay? So if you learned about influence now, you can use that universal law and apply it to sales and all that stuff. And I'm gonna be upgrading the course in the future where you're gonna see the seduction in business, right? It's gonna help you build a mass audience, sell to a lot of people and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. It might take me a bit. I'm still working on it. You gotta build. I'm building up every day. I'm making progress with it. Okay. I love you guys. Y'all have an amazing day. Stay tuned for the next videos and what's to come. Okay. Y'all guys be safe.